The ceasefire ended before anyone said it was over.
Sir, I may have to shops instead.
Tonight the map won't sleep. Only sirens screaming loud. Hormones is like a choking throat. The whole world swallows clouds. Iran holds pain inside its chest. Trump's grip is cold as steel, putting stares through eastern skies. China hides what it feels. Ambition, sorrow, oil and blood, all wrapped in iron chains. One sentence from a throne of power. A million homes in flames. Nobody's clean inside the storm. Some just hide the stains. Better history writes the word security. The people read disaster. Terran walking through the ashes, carrying sanctions like a curse. The table talks of peace at noon. By night the warships moving first. Every vessel through that narrow water sails through a loaded gun. Every barrel pumps out profit while another life comes undone. Trump stands beneath the flags and lights, speaking like he won't step back. No nuclear line falls from his mouth like a hammer splitting blank. Wall Street hears the waves and shakes. Oil charts changing in the dark while somewhere in a powerless room a mother calms a child's heart. But how you calm a border wired with radar, fear and pride? How you heal when peace gets auctioned off and truth gets pushed aside? Iran is more than headlines, more than smoke on a breaking screen. Its eyes turned up into the sky, asking what that flash could mean. One phone call said they want a deal. One line of ship says something else. One voice calls for restraint from far away. But this world never stops for words alone. Tonight the map won't sleep. Only sirens screaming loud. Hormones is like a choking throat. The whole world swallows clouds. Iran holds pain inside its chest. Trump's grip is cold as steel, putting stares through eastern skies. China hides what it feels. Ambition, sorrow, oil and blood, all wrapped in iron chains. One sentence from a throne of power. A million homes in flames. Nobody's clean inside the storm. Some just hide the stains. Better history writes the word security. The people read disaster.
Take cover. Move, move. We're almost through.
Yeah. Now Moscow, where the old bells ring above the frozen stones. Putin speaks of ceasefire hours like walk and pray at home. 30-something hours of mercy, but the rifles never sleep. Holiday words are light as paper. When the graves are dug this deep, the eastern front is one long wound that never really seals. Every drone across the darkness tears another piece of steel. Soldiers trading names for numbers, trading you for mud and frost. News anchors say the talks are stalled while cemeteries count the cost. Putin never has to shout on power, whispers and commands, re-roaring lines through memory, turning history into strands. And civilians learn the language of the basement and the blast. Learn to hear an explosion far away and wonder if this roof will last. The short truths can't repair a continent, split apart when trust is thinner than broken glass. Every touch becomes a scar. They talk of honor, NATO lines, buffer zones and sovereignty, but blood on earth can't reach strategy. It only sinks into the green that Beijing under colder lights a face that never fully bends. China says the order's cracking like a wall that knows its end, keeping distance from the fire, but the trade routes run through here. Oil ports and pressure points are all connected by their fear. Export slow, factories listen as war into new energy. Washington and Beijing through tariffs like chains across the seas. Where earth gates are closed and tied and supply lines learning how to split. Every container leaving harbor, ask what world it's sailing in. Trump applies his way through taxes, force and flags of superpower. She speaks of rules and balance while the global clock turns sour. The world is not just split camps, it's layered by degrees of dread. One layer missiles over water, one layer empty shops instead. China sees Iran as passage, sees the US as a longer game, sees Europe drifting closer while the old world shakes its frame. No need to scream, the being's ambitions walking softer shoes. By the time you hear them coming, they've already changed the rules. Tonight the map won't sleep and neither will the human soul. Iran cries under burning oil. Ukraine hears the warning rolls. Trump speaks in pressure, stealing threat. Putin through a winter stare. China speaks in careful silence, heavier than open air. Suffering lies beneath their feet. Ambition sits across their tables. Danger isn't just the missiles, it's when fear becomes too normal. Tomorrow they might meet again, shaking hands in camera light. But tonight the world still hears the crack of an order moves in fight. And if history asks who pushed the storm so far beyond control, maybe it wasn't one lone state, one man, one speech, one goal. Maybe it was an age addicted to power, victory and command, where every leader says peace with the voice of war in hand.